Hello guys, welcome back to Car Obsession and welcome to episode 12 of Vlogdown. Now today's topic is one that, in all honesty, won't be of interest to all of you, but I think it's a relatively good talking point and it's something I've wanted to talk about for a few days. Now, I don't know about the rest of the world, but the UK is slowly returning to some kind of normality. And I use the word normality loosely because, of course, it will take quite a long time for us to go back to a world that was the same as what it was a few months ago. These are very odd times, to say the least. The UK is returning to some kind of normality. I know I've said that about 3 times in a very short space of time. And I've seen other car YouTubers go out and start making videos. And by no means, this is not a video where I'm going to name and shame people or I'm going to point fingers and say, oh, I don't agree with this, I don't agree with that. Because at the end of the day, what other people want to do is entirely up to them. And I'm not here to say what they're doing is wrong or right. So please don't get that impression, because that's not why I'm filming this video. Basically, let me give you a bit of context before I just waffle on aimlessly. So, as you may know, or as you have probably guessed, a lot of the car loans I was meant to get have been cancelled or at least postponed. So, I was meant to get the Ford Puma, that has been postponed. I was meant to get the Vauxhall Corsa, that has been postponed. And I was also meant to get the Peugeot 208, which again has been postponed. Now, that left me with one car loan, and that was the Isuzu D-Max, which is a big, rugged pickup truck. Very, very different to the kind of content I normally film on my channel. Of course, I did the Ford Ranger Raptor a few months ago, but again, that is something that is a little bit alien to my channel. Pickup trucks, if I'm going to be deadly honest, aren't my area of expertise or speciality. However, I'm always welcome to try new things, new car genres, new ways of filming. So I took the Ford Ranger Raptor just because it was so intriguing, and a few of my YouTuber friends said, "Oh, you really must have this for a week because it's epic," and it is a fantastic bit of machinery, albeit maybe a little bit too expensive. If you do want to check that video out, I will put the link for it in the video description below. So yes, anyway, before I digress further. So yes, I had the D-Max, well I still do have the D-Max booked in for the 8th of June, which is a week on Monday. And to be honest, that has come around really quickly. It's interesting because although lockdown has been a long time, we're talking about 10 weeks in the UK, to me, I don't know about you watching, but to me, lockdown has gone quite quickly. But on the flip side, normal life, if you want to call it that now, feels like a lifetime ago. It feels like we're stuck in this weird kind of time vortex. It's so bizarre. And to try and put it into words, if someone just beamed down from space and we had to explain what was going on and how life was before, it would be the most surreal thing, wouldn't it? But yes, meant to get the D-Max on the 8th of June. Isuzu are still aiming to deliver that car, well, that pickup truck to me on that day. However, to be honest, I have got cold feet. Now, although the UK is lifting restrictions kind of bit by bit, I don't know about you, but I just think it is a bit too early for me, or for someone like me, to go out and film a car review. And the reason why I have that opinion or that stance is because I just don't think it is necessary at this time. And one could argue that for me to go out and film a car review at any point in time isn't necessary. I fully appreciate that. But I just think it is a bit too early. I think there's a chance that in the UK, or England at least, because certain parts of the UK have got different restrictions, but we're not all singing from the same hymn sheet. So Scotland is kind of doing their own thing, Wales is doing its own thing, and Northern Ireland is doing its own thing. So we are united as a kingdom, but not united in politics and restrictions. But yes, Anyway, I've lost my train of thought again. Yeah, I think there is a strong chance that as more restrictions get lifted, there is a chance for complacency to worm its way in. And the last thing I want, like like other people, is a second spike, because that would be awful, not just for the country and for the NHS, but just for livelihood as a whole. We don't want to be going back to a proper strict lockdown, do we? So in my eyes, I don't know. I just think it's a bit too early for me to pick up my cameras, go out into the outdoors and film a video. Some of you may think that is a little bit overcautious, and I can completely understand that. But like I say, I'm still in a position where I only leave home if I need to. Now I know the restrictions have changed. As of the 1st of June, schools will be reopening. In fact, I live right next to a school and there's children in it now. So there may be a bit of background noise. For that, I do apologise, but kids will be kids. I'm not going to lean out the window and tell the kids to shut up. That would be just mean and just uncalled for. And also from the 1st of June, you can, well, in England at least, you can meet up in groups of 6 with different households in an outdoor space, whether that's in public or in someone's garden, providing that you stay 2 meters apart. So things are being lifted gradually. But for me, I just don't think it's the right time for me to go out and film a car review, particularly with the D-Max, because I had quite ambitious ideas for the D-Max. I wanted to take it on a kind of exploring road trip, and you'll think this is mad, but I had an idea that I would kind of go out into the unknown, take it proper trekking, and I would pitch a tent in the pickup bed. I don't know. I had these crazy ideas going through my head, not quite sure how I would execute them, but these things I can't really do at this moment in time. And to be honest, I don't really want to film just a straight up review of the vehicle, because I don't think I'd be doing it justice. It's rugged, it's outdoorsy, and for starters, I would definitely want to take it off road. The places I can think of that I know I can take it off road legally. There's one not too far from Dorking, but certain parts of the track are really quite narrow. So to get a pickup truck through there, it just wouldn't happen. Not unless I'm going to give the pickup back to Isuzu with very little paint on it, or for the vehicle to be dented. So I'm pretty sure they wouldn't appreciate that. The other area I'm thinking of is not too far from Goodwood. I think there's an off-road track there, but it's not particularly challenging. So that seems a bit pointless, because I've got this big rugged off-road vehicle and I'm basically driving it along some light gravel or whatever the surface is, the kind of surface that really a typical run-of-the-mill SUV could probably do without any real difficulty. So I think it would be the wrong time for me to get the Isuzu. I think if it might actually be better for me to reschedule it for a time where I have more flexibility in regard to what I can film, and also for the weather to be a bit poorer, because the whole idea of it is, I know I keep saying rugged, it's a strong buzzword for the D-Max, but it is a rugged vehicle. So I think it would be better to review it in more testing conditions. For me to go out on a lovely sunny June day is not really going to be very taxing for the vehicle, so I can't really give it too much of a thorough test. So I thought I'd reach out to you guys to get your opinion on this matter. So I put a poll up on YouTube and also a poll up on Instagram. And to be honest, I was staggered by the results on YouTube at the time of filming. That there have been 42 votes, and all of them have said that it isn't too soon for me to go out and film a video. And I was staggered by that, because I thought there would be some people that would have the opinion of, no, it is a little bit too early for you to go out and film a video. Conversely, on Instagram, things were a little bit different. So I'm not too sure how many people voted, but 78% of people said that it isn't too early for me to film a video, whereas 22% said it is too early to film a video. So quite interesting how two different platforms have slightly different opinions. Now, of course, there have been other car YouTubers that have filmed videos, although the ones I've watched, they've been filming from home, like I have, which is, of course, absolutely fine. And to be honest with you, many of you would argue, well, actually going out and filming with the car is also absolutely fine. But I just think at this moment in time, we should still try and stay home as much as we can. I'm still not at work. I'm still on furlough. I don't know when I'm going back to work. I thought it was going to be next week, but I'm filming this on Friday, the same day that this video will get uploaded to YouTube. And as it stands, I've not heard any different. So at this moment in time, I've got the assumption of I'm not going to work next week, or at least not on Monday, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, or etc. I may go in. So yeah, I'm still on furlough. I'm not really leaving the flat unless I need to. I just don't feel justified to go out and film a video with the car at this moment in time. But of course, there have been some YouTubers that have, and I do know of one YouTuber who not only has been filming videos, but they've been filming videos with other people inside a car, which obviously is not the right thing to do at this moment in time, because you can't maintain social distancing in a car. I'm not going to name that YouTuber because it wouldn't be. I don't think it's my place to do so. Like I said, this video is not to name and shame. I'm not trying to badmouth other YouTubers. I'm just simply stating the current situation. There are some YouTubers that are bending the rules somewhat. That's the best way I can put it. And this may seem a little bit. This may seem like I'm trying to blow too much smoke up my own bottom, but I do see myself, like other car YouTubers or any YouTuber, I do see myself as some kind of a role model. I think that I need to think about my actions and make sure that they come across as responsible and to some degree ethical. And some of you probably think that I've built this up too much and that I'm overthinking it, and that I'm kind of somewhat making it a mountain out of a molehill. And I can completely understand that. There are parts of me that think, well, what harm am I going to do if I go out and film a video? Let's be honest, I'm not going to do any harm. But at the same time, the places where I film, they are public car parks. And particularly with weather like we have now, looking out the windows, lovely, beautiful day. I went out for my daily walk. I had a stroll along the seafront, and it was very pleasant indeed. So on a day like today, the car parks will be rammed with people, and it's in those situations. It's difficult to film because if you have other cars in the background or other people, it can look a little bit messy. And it can distract people. If you're talking to camera and you've got people walking behind you, for a viewer, it may just be a little bit distracting. And also the other aspect of maintaining social distancing. I filmed the Honda HRV Sport the weekend before the lockdown was brought into place. And the car parks that I usually film in, one of them was absolutely rammed with people. And to be honest, a fair share of them weren't maintaining social distancing, and to be honest, that really puts me on edge. As some of you may know, I do suffer with anxiety, and I just found filming in those conditions quite uncomfortable and to some degree intimidating. Not because the people were intimidating, but I was surprised by the lack of regard for social distancing. And yeah, when I finished filming the HRV Sport, I was very relieved because it meant I could just go home and just be in my own space. And I think if I were to go out and film in those same areas, I think they would be busy once more. Hopefully the social distancing will be better. Because I think before the lockdown, I think there were too many people who weren't quite taking this situation as seriously as they should or could have done. But yeah, when am I going to be filming reviews again? I think that's the question you really want answered. To be honest, I don't know. I have a strong feeling that I will postpone the Isuzu review, but not only because I think it's a bit too early, but I'm not really going to be able to do what I wanted to do with it at this moment in time. I would say over the next week or so, I'll probably get back in contact with Ford, Peugeot and Vauxhall to reschedule those loans. And it's difficult to put a date on it because it's very difficult to plan for the future because we don't quite know what's going to happen next. We may get a second spike, God forbid we do, but if we do, then obviously that will be quite a large setback. So it's difficult to plan with any real certainty at this moment in time. One video I do plan to film at some point, well, actually over in the next few days, is, as some of you may remember, quite a long time ago, I was sent this by Sam's Detailing, a sample kit. So this is a detailing kit, well, cleaning / detailing kit. So it's got the well, I'm not going to go through everything now, but I did do a video, an unboxing video of that. So again, if you want to watch that, the link for that will be in the video description below. So this has been sat on my desk for weeks, just collecting dust because I've not had a proper chance to use it. Because where I clean my car, quite a lot of people use that area as a cut through to get to the local corner shop. So it can be difficult to practice social distancing. But I'm going to try and film with this over the weekend, which may be tricky because where I do film, not only is it difficult to maintain social distancing at points, but there's very little cover or shade. And tomorrow and Sunday are likely to be like today, lovely, beautiful, sunny weather. I literally can't see a cloud in the sky. It is divine outside. It is beautiful. However, trying to clean a car in direct sunlight when it's hot is not ideal because the car dries quicker than you can get around it, and you get left with those horrible streaky watermarks. And I'm going to be cleaning Monique, my Mark 1 MX-5. She is a navy colour, so quite a dark colour, and the kind of colour that is likely to expose water spots or streaking. So yeah, that could be a little bit tricky. I don't really want to clean a car in direct sunlight, but I think this weekend is going to be a fairly good weekend to do it, albeit just a bit too sunny. So it sounds mad to complain about a weekend being too sunny. But yeah, hopefully that video will come to you in a few days. If all goes to plan, that video will be on the channel next Wednesday. So wish me luck on that one. I do hope that the products are good because Monique needs to look fresh. She is very grubby. The back of her is just covered in dust and grime. Oh, she is disgusting right now. Absolutely disgusting and well overdue a clean. Even before the lockdown started, I would argue she was overdue a clean. So yes, I look forward to doing that. And I think that's about time for me to finish. I've been waffling on for a long time. Let me know what you think, guys. As always, I would love to get your opinions and your thoughts, so drop them in the comment section below. If there's any other topics you would like me to speak about on my Vlogdown series, then please do get in touch and I will try and cover them where possible. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If so, be sure to like, subscribe, send a comment if you want to. And if you are subscribed, don't forget to click the bell icon so you get notified every time I make a video. But until the next time, guys, be sure to keep up the car obsession.